good. See if anyone comes on, talks to us in Discord.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Jade Farah coming at you once again. How's everybody doing? Hannah, it's a sleepy stream.
Yep, it sure is.
So, why would we come on to stream this late? I have no idea, but needless to say, I'm trying to get. Well, we got a comment, but it's not coming up down here.
We often come on stream late, but always better to do earlier streams. Got away on us the day. And of course, we thought, no, we've got to put in our hours streaming and actually catch up with the familiar. So, thank you.
So, Dennis over on YouTube says Shadman did nothing wrong. I have no idea who Shadman is. Actually, do you?
No idea.
Who will win, KSI or Logan Paul? Well, I actually do have an opinion on this. Based on what I've seen with the build up to this, I would say that this is very much in the hands of Logan Paul in terms of this being all this is a drive to drive up his popularity. So I think if you look at what went on with the Japanese suicide forest and all the grenade stuff that Logan has been into lately, I think it's not even a worth fight betting on, because you're gonna see Logan Paul win, just as Mike said. Logan Paul will win. It's going to be the most predictable boxing fight in all of history. And I do appreciate the question, Dennis. Thanks for being here. I think Dennis is the guy where I was playing Scribble.io and he was like the pro.
Oh.
He was like the pro artist, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this guy must have a tablet, like a pen and a tablet or something, because there's no way you can draw like that with a mouse. And then, as we can all predict, he's going to say, I drew it with a mouse, just to make himself look even better.
So, I've been out of the loop, and so the boxing fight, right?
Yeah.
Is it just these two guys just going head to head for social media, or is it for charity?
I'm not clear about whether it's for charity. Someone might have to let me know about that, but I would say if you know anything about Logan Paul, this definitely wouldn't be for charity.
Yeah.
He and his team would have looked very clearly at the economics of the situation. There would have been a business case drawn up.
Yeah.
About whether KSI was even worth talking to, because I guess Logan Paul's at that level.
Yeah.
That his team would need to bring him a business case on, whether someone would negatively or positively impact his brand.
Yeah.
So, he literally won't speak to someone unless it has the potential to make money.
Yeah.
So we're kind of at that level now. So KSI, I mean, KSI, I mean, he's the UK equivalent of a really popular streamer.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks for
and
actually giving that content.
and he was doing a charity fight, and then at the end of the fight, which I believe he won, willing to be fact checked on that. At the end of the fight, which I believe he won, he called out Logan Paul.
Ah.
Like, grabbed the mic and said, "Logan Paul, you're next," kind of thing. So
Yeah. He won the fight. It was for charity, and he said, "Now, would Logan Paul have done it for charity?"
Secrets Immortal, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming along.
Hi, Secrets Immortal.
That's Secrets Immortal over on YouTube for you Twitch streamers. I'm thinking, who the hell is he talking to? Mike says, how has your day been over on Twitch? You know what, Mike, I'm gonna level with you, bro. I slept most of the day after the stream last night. I possibly didn't get enough sleep, and the week has just been crazy. You know, wrapping up my job, and then, you know, preparations for the surgery I'm gonna have on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm sort of feeling a bit stretched right now. I'm not necessarily nervous about my surgery. Like, I'm all fine with the risks. I realize that it's a low risk surgery, but, you know, there's always that anxiety, you know.
Yeah.
You know, someone's gonna put you to sleep and cut you and all that. So, over on YouTube, Ro, be honest, yeah, I was thinking about that. Everything fine with your health? Yeah, everything's fine with my health. It's not actually a surgery to do with my health. I'm having surgery on my ankle. So, yeah, it's extremely minor. You'll be fine, dude, says Mike over on Twitch.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, mate. How's your day been, Mike? How's things going for you? I saw you did a stream earlier today, but I haven't had time to watch it back yet. Really interested to know what was on your mind. Oh, ankle sprain? A little bit more than ankle sprain. I'm actually a wheelchair user, and my ankles are starting to roll to an unnatural degree, so I'm getting an ankle fusion, so I might be able to, you know, plant my feet on the ground and actually make use of them as a platform rather than them just sort of dangling, which...
Rather than you just relying on your muscles.
Rather than me just relying on these ginormous things?
Yeah.
Nah, they're not ginormous.
Rather than you just relying on your arm muscles, you'll be able to actually use them as levers, you can say.
Well, I do, like, contrary to popular belief, you know, people in wheelchairs actually do get out of our wheelchairs every now and again.
Yeah.
Like, there's things we need to do. Day-to-day stuff. Morning routine and...
Oh my gosh. People who are wheelchair users actually like to hop on the couch too. Like normal people.
I like my couch. I like
really.
my couch. I don't spend enough time on my couch, but I really do like it.
You like getting out of your wheelchair. It's not the only place that you can that you have to sit. No.
Like when we're at coffee shops, like I'll jump out of my chair, you know.
Hop on the couch. Yeah, why not?
I'm not. I find it easier to work out of my chair sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I got a message from Mike about 2 hours ago saying, "Hey man, when are you going to stream?" I felt bad because I've only just seen that message.
Yeah.
I had some dinner and then an extended shower
Yeah.
because I slept pretty much all day, so I'm feeling groggy from that.
But you know what I think it was? Like, you're not so much nervous about your surgery, the anxiety. It's the fact that it's like an end of a chapter and you're finally getting to breathe from out from under it, of actually not thinking about that work
Yeah.
so much. So, and you know, yesterday we spent a lovely day with your daughter, so you know you weren't thinking about that, and today it's just all kind of caught up, which is nice, and it caught up on me too.
I sort of, like, I'm not really good at time management, so I jam a whole bunch of stuff together, which is why I'm like usually working until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Not good.
Yeah, because I'm like, I always take things on and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. You know, I don't even think about it. I just keep saying yes. Yeah, we can do that. No problem. Yeah, we can do that. And then when I look at what I've agreed to, then I'm like, oh, well, guess I'm going to be up till 3 in the morning then. Because I never let up on what I agreed to. That's sort of my thing. And you know, as far as being exhausted, actually regularly I do get exhausted. But my reflection on tiredness, and I said this to Mike recently, my reflection on tiredness is working until my body literally just crashes.
Yeah.
Like, how many times do you catch me in the morning with my laptop still on and, like, me virtually hugging it when you walk in the morning?
Daily?
It's daily, right? Like, I'm literally, like, I've got my hand on my keyboard like I'm still trying to work while I'm sleeping.
Yeah. It's like, I'll plug in your laptop and it'll be on the bedside table. Then I walk in the morning and you're like, my laptop's flat. And I'll be like, pulling at me. I'm like, what happened? You need to be using it. Oh yeah, no, I put it on myself and I don't think it charged and I was using it and oh yeah.
Yeah, I was programming or filling out paperwork.
Doing something, so it's cool. You work hard and I really respect the work that you do.
Mike says, my time management is terrible. We'd love to get some insight on what you mean by that, Mike. It's fair to say that, you know, Mike does a lot in the content space. He does a lot more than me. He runs a daily or nightly stream, you know, so for Mike to say his time management is terrible was interesting to me. I'd love to know more. I've also just realized that Mike's connected his Amazon Prime account to his Twitch. So that's awesome. That means no more ads and he gets a free sub every month. It's really cool how Amazon do that. So where's your tea? We said let's drink tea, chat and watch videos.
Could you please make sure that your tea is still warm? That's what I was wanting to make sure, first of all. Or have you left it to
So what flavour is this?
is jasmine.
Oh, this is the jasmine.
Yes.
I thought you said there was no more jasmine.
No, there's more jasmine.
Nice.
What I was doing, asking you about the fruit, I was thinking ahead. I was thinking, these are fruit. This is fruit tea that I could take. I'll take a mug, and visitors get to use the hot water, so I could make you tea. That's what I was asking you about. Do you like that tea?
Well, I'd need to try it, and I do prefer herbal over those cheesy, fandangled fruit teas, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be too difficult to take a pot to the hospital.
Oh, so you're wanting to get tea with bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking that could be a way that, I could make you tea.
You know that's not real tea, right?
No, I know that's not real tea.
When it's in a bag?
I know it's not real tea. Of course I know that.
Just saying.
Real tea is in a teapot.
Yeah, real tea is leaves I like the organic stuff too.
I know. Is that hot enough? Do you think you?
Yeah. Yep.
Do you think you want another cup or?
Yeah, I'm a very sensitive human being. I can't have boiling hot tea.
No, I'm just thinking. Will I have jasmine, or will you want another cup, or should I make a fruit tea so you can try it?
I think you should. Since the third, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the fifth word in the stream title is tea, we should probably drink tea.
And random question for you guys: do you like tea? And if so, what kind of tea? Great to know.
I know. Actually, drinking tea on stream is not an original idea. Mike actually does it.
But what kind of tea do you like? We're drinking herbal tea.
But I think he drinks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he drinks the English breakfast.
Just the normal tea, yeah.
Oh, Mike, how's it going?
Good, I stuck in your chat.
I can't actually hear you that good. I'm gonna check if everything's connected. Hold on. Say something? No, that's terrible. Hannah? I think whoever was using my earbuds blew them out. Let me just check here. You there, mate? Oh, I changed rooms by accident. You there, man?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah,
That's
something's changed with my earbuds.
Well,
But I can actually hear you to an extent, so.
your sister was using them, so.
New earbuds for me.
Yeah, that's the last pair of Apple plug-in headphones like that.
You've successfully destroyed 8 pairs. That's got to be a record.
I didn't destroy those.
No, not these, but the 7 others. How's things for you, mate?
Good, bro. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I can. It's not your fault. It's the my family were using my shit.
Are both buds the same?
No, this one's been blown out for ages.
Yeah.
So I've only got this one, and
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it sounds like it's blown out as well.
Cool.
Oh, it's not ideal.
Just watching silly things on YouTube, and now your feed's all blowing up with stupid suggestions.
Yeah, thanks to my sister coming over for 5 minutes, I've now got Shane Dawson just riddled throughout my suggested videos on YouTube.
Oh, it's not good.
Do you watch that guy?
No. I mainly just watch like tech reviews and game reviews and CNN. Yeah.
CNN, tell me you don't watch that.
I'm trying to watch like CNN, Fox News, like all the American news channels each day just to get a good grip of like what everyone's thinking. So,
Crikey, mate, that'll rot your brain.
and I'm reading like Washington Post and stuff like that. So
what do you think of this Lauren Southern situation?
is she the Canadian chick who was over here?
Yeah, she is over here now.
Yeah. I see there were some protests over the weekend, and I don't know, man. I think, like we've sort of talked about, like free speech is sort of coming under attack here in New Zealand, and I don't necessarily agree with what these two speakers sort of have to say, but I think it sort of set quite a dangerous sort of precedent, however you say it.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's right. I don't think like these protesters are understanding that they're actually protesting free speech. They're not actually protesting conservatives or protesting diverse new voices coming into a country outside of New Zealand. They're saying New Zealanders can't have free speech. Like, do they understand that? They should be protesting hate speech or diverse perspectives that don't understand New Zealand cultures, Because if you're protesting free speech, well, that's a big risk for our country, Yeah. Do they understand what that actually means?
It's like all I'm hearing from the Prime Minister and everybody else is you can say whatever you like as long as the majority agree with it. That is the complete opposite of free speech.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
And there was a tweet that I saw this afternoon saying, why is it that Lauren Southern is flipping that New Zealanders? Why is Lauren Southern taking "we don't like assholes" and turning it into "we don't like free speech"? Well, who's doing the labeling of assholes? I never called Lauren Southern an asshole.
Yeah, like I said the other night, I think that the way we're defining hate speech is sort of becoming wider and wider every day, and it's sort of feels like it's a wee bit convenient to use as, oh, that's hate speech, just because you don't agree, But I guess, the speech was cancelled that they were going to do, and they've had a party shot at New Zealand. Jacinda Ardern's had her say, and we'll move on.
I mean, it's absolutely gutting for me because a different perspective is We actually look like a bunch of spoiled little children.
How so?
Jokester88, thanks so much for following.
Thanks,
We
Jokester.
really appreciate that. So, yeah, we just look like children, I think. It is the least mature move we've ever made on the international stage, in my opinion.
Yep.
They toured. They toured, our neighbour Australia.
Jokester88 wants to know if we're Kiwis.
Of course.
I'm not proud to say that at this point because we're banning all sorts of people coming into the country, but yes, mate, we are Kiwis. And thank you for coming along. And Mike's a Kiwi as well, I think. He's got flaming red hair, so I can't necessarily confirm just by looking at him, but we can ask for a birth certificate if that would work for you.
Yeah, definitely a Kiwi.
Yeah. Okay. Jokester88 says, same here. Auckland is where I am. Auckland is where we are too.
Yeah, this is our home.
Not to get all doxy about it, but yep, we're Aucklanders as well. Mike's from Hamilton. We try not to hold that against him because we embrace diversity. But he's cool.
It's like, does New Zealand actually understand the meaning of hate speech? Because we're all about saying...
Nah, I don't think they do.
We're all about saying, they're protesting free speech, but do they actually understand what hate speech is? That's what they should be banning.
And this whole thing about what Lauren and the other guy have identified around other cultures like Islam is, so okay, all they've actually done is say, this is what happens in Islam if you're gay.
Yeah.
This is what happens in Islam if you're a woman and you do this. They're just being factual.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like when they put a highlight on some of the negatives, it's to create robust discussion. It's not to say take down all Muslims. It's just saying, hey, did you know that if you're this way or the other, if you're this way or the other, then they're gonna do this to you. It's just factual.
Yeah.
It's like, did you know if you take Jade's favorite dehydrated fruit bars that he's gonna lose his nut and chase you out of his house? That's just a fact.
What about the video that we just watched and actually proves it that they actually went from bakery to bakery?
Oh yeah, the gay wedding cake thing. Yeah, like Islamic bakeries won't bake a cake for gay people. And the thing is, like, in law, gay people have rights. And I'm actually neither here nor there. I don't have an opinion about gay marriage. But if a private bakery says, nah bro, don't get down with gays, that's sort of their right not to make the cake.
Yeah. So really what the video was saying, and it's kind of what some points that Lauren was trying to say, is that the video is, actually they went to one bakery and they said, oh no, we don't, they first was talking about designing boutique wedding cakes and cakes to order. And then as soon as they said, oh, it's for a groom and a groom, or they said,
Woman
no,
and a woman, nah.
They said, no, we don't do that. Oh, go to this bakery, and then that bakery said no, and that bakery said no. So really, I think what Lauren was just trying to say is, hey, this is what goes down.
This is the facts.
This is the facts. It's not, it's not right, but kind of highlighting it a bit more, just not trying to hide it, because of course they're not proud of it. The culture's not proud of it. Muslims aren't proud of it.
But then people that aren't Muslim have an opinion like it's all hate speech.
Yeah.
But you're not Muslim, so how would you know? You clearly don't know anything about the culture. It's just laying out the facts.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know that that was actually a thing still. So it's a fact. And
I mean, like zooming out of whatever religion, because I hate talking about religion.
Yes.
Too much.
That's a funny thing.
Zooming out of any religion is sort of like difference of opinion is so important.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again for the 100th time. Unfortunately, in New Zealand, we have no constitutional right to free speech.
Yeah.
But if we explore free speech as a concept, everybody should be allowed to have whatever opinion they want.
Yes.
I should be able to say, for example, I don't like pointy shoes. I don't want to feel like I have to walk on eggshells around people that wear pointy shoes.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to say, hey, look, not into it. The Italians make a lot of great things, but I ain't into their shoes. That's my opinion.
Your choice.
and that should just be it.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I mean, Mike is one of those, you know, he puts his opinion on the table all the time. All the time. And what's that been like for you, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you guys are saying about, you know, when you lay down facts or, you know, negative examples of something, you know, you often get that sort of pushback. And, you know, I mean, I know I've been accused of, you know, bullying people and bullying organizations, you know, being negative and all this sort of stuff. But I mean, I don't know. For me, it's definitely been one of my bigger challenges. But I don't think I'm, you know, can't really compare what I'm doing with, you know, the likes of what we've seen up in Auckland this week.
Now, the disability sector in New Zealand likes to think of itself as quite liberal, but also I would make the case that almost at the same time it can be very conservative.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, the idea that this is the way we've always done things. You know,
yep.
We've done it this way for 10 years. This is how we're going to do it. Kind of mentalities.
But I also do think that the disability community needs to be quite conservative, would you say, within itself for the education of others. Not just saying, oh, well, you're a wheelchair user, so you can't walk at all. Or, oh, you're a wheelchair user, so everything else, you must be funny in the head then. You know, we've got to be...
Oh, I'm definitely funny in the head.
No, you're not. No, just people then treating others dumb, and it's all about not actually having those assumptions within if somebody has a disability. It's all about individuals, and individuals are individuals. And okay, you may have a disability, and these are the facts with a person if that person chooses to share them with you. Otherwise, don't make judgment. They're a person.
Yeah, I think another thing that goes on within the community is I don't know if it's identity politics or kind of like, because I've been told many times, oh well, you the things you write, you can't speak for me because you're not intellectually impaired, or you don't have autism, or I'm actually writing a column at the moment about the attitudes of parents, and like the amount of times I've had a mother contact me, for example, and say, oh, my son could never do that because of X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I'm not trying to like put down their situation. Obviously, different disabilities affect more severely versus others. But I think when you start putting, boundaries on yourself, rather than actually address the issues that are going on, it's very, very, it's just a bad situation, and it kind of feels like, well, it's a justification for why we are what we are as a community, and then that child becomes just another stat in the already damaging stats involving non-participation across all the areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Mike. And the thing I would say is, if you're having people calling you up saying, how can you write for us? Well, are you going to have individuals with who we call sometimes able-bodied, that have no disability at all, write columns about, they may be working in the space of intellectual disabilities or whatnot, but they've actually got no experience of what goes on. And I think you have more of a right actually to be writing things like that, because you've got the empathy and understanding from your situation, that you're actually able to take facts and take the knowledge and listen to individuals.
By the same token, I've got a bit of a challenge to that. So, let's say me, I've got cerebral palsy, I'm a Pacific person, rah-de-rah-de-rah. That doesn't make me an expert on every Pacific person with cerebral palsy. That has really awesome retro nerdy glasses.
No, it doesn't make you an expert, but it makes you an individual who's able to actually listen. And what is the definition of an expert? I think that's one thing I should say.
Yeah. And I think part of the problem here is that those who are speaking up or speaking out, whatever, they're being perceived as oh, he or she thinks they're an expert on the subject. I've never once like thought of myself as an expert. I come at everything with most of the things I advocate for, I've had sort of personal experience. It doesn't make me an expert on sectors like residential care, or what I'm saying. It's like that's how it's perceived, and that's not. Yeah,
I'd honestly be angry if you thought you were an expert in that. I'm actually very happy that I'd rather you think of yourself as an individual who's more of a strong writer, and someone who's actually able to take facts and actually turn that into something. And I think we need to, as a community, actually have things out there to actually make the population of New Zealand reflect on difference and diversity.
Definitely.
We're just gonna have to time this dude out. Can you believe someone asked me to punch you? They said punch you or you're not manly enough. Like I'm worried about looking manly. Seriously. I got no issues in that area.
I do though, man. I think that we're in a very interesting place. I have to go in a couple of minutes, but I do think we're in a interesting place right now, and um, it's exciting and terrifying at the same time, and hopefully we can all sort of come to a. I don't think it's productive if we all agree either. You know, we all need to have our own voices and opinions, but I just don't buy the argument that it's okay for parents to limit the life possibilities of their disabled child. I just think it's.
Yes.
I think there's a number of reasons that's happening. It's attitude, but it's also, you know, frustration and perhaps even the system's got a wee bit to do with it. I don't know.
I was gonna say, is it possible that, you know, that the attitudes of parents, particularly those not in the mid-central at the moment, that they're sort of feeling, well, you know, the system is not going to provide scaffolding around my son or daughter, so it's not worth it for them to try out there?
I think it's also me, not as a parent, but looking from the outside. A lot of parents are frustrated. It is also that they carry a lot of negative energy around the support of their child because, you know, of their child growing up. It was hard to actually have the right support.
Damn, I just spilled tea all over myself. Awkward. Can I get a... What was that? It was just like... I don't know.
So I really think that they hold that personally, and then
Someone clip that.
They limit themselves. They question themselves as parents, and then they question actually how it's gonna move forward, and then they question, well, what support, what actually can be given to them.
Exactly what I said. Yeah.
They've never had support, so how could it be done right?
And in the meantime, Hannah's going to get me a towel.
Alright, man. Sorry to cut it short, dude, but I'd better go. I've got my first alarm set for 6:15 a.m. So
first alarm. How many have you got?
I've got 4: 6:15, 6:45, 7:15, and 7:45.
Wait, that's a big spacing, mate.
Yeah, no, but I won't be able to fall asleep in between alarms, and then my plan is to like listen to the news and stuff while I'm lying in bed, and then I'll probably get up and shower at 8:00. That's a good start, I think.
There is one other thing I wanted to talk about before you go though. So there's a risk that you might take this the wrong way. So let's tread carefully. I was talking to Ants the other night about disability resilience, and I was talking about the fact you know that when I was on the benefit, like it's so easy just to like chill and do nothing, cause you know I've been at you about your sleeping patterns and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we have a system which basically allows you to do that if you want. Have you looked at it from that angle?
I totally agree. You know, if I wanted to, I could do nothing for the rest of my life, and you know, it wouldn't be financially comfortable, but yeah, still get paid. And, the incentive it's not there for me, but I can see how it would be for some people. No, you're definitely right, mate.
Yeah. It's like a different way to spin it. Like let me get this straight. I believe that all disabled people, to some degree, want to work. So let's just get that out of the way. I believe that. But at the same time, how do we incentivize that? How do we encourage when we give you $400, $500 a week and we say, here, man, do you. Stay home.
No, I agree. I think, you know, how would I put this? I think one of the keys to the new system is actually going to be challenging disabled people a lot more. You know, we need to stop playing this game of, you know, empathy is one thing, putting support in place is one thing, but also disabled people need to get out of their own bubble a lot of the time. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree. And you know, some of the most transformative times of my life were the times where I wasn't on benefit.
Yeah.
Like they were the scariest because I didn't have a backstop. Like I literally don't have a backstop right now. I'm unemployed in every sense of the word. But they are the most transformative times in my life because they make me think. Think, right, what's my next move? Because I need to make a next move or I'm going to die. You leave people to rot on benefits, and it's all like, it's okay, man. We got you. Buy all the junk food you want. Get diabetes and die.
It's all about forward thinking, you know. And, I think with the new system, I'd really love to see some more faces, get more disabled voices come around the table. You know, looking at the final comment from me, you know, I think branding is going to be really important, and you know, I hope that it's all there and set up, and hopefully we can get some younger people around the discussion of branding for the disability system because, you know, some of them aren't in the digital age. They're a lot older than that, you know. That's not an attack. That's not an attack on anyone in the regional leadership group. It's just a fact. You know.
Yeah, most definitely, and we'll look forward to your coverage as things unfold. Obviously, with me working inside of it, my hands are sort of tied in terms of what I can talk about, but I'll be watching with great intent your reflections and discussion as things unfold. October is not that far away at all now.
Well, hopefully, the system transformation team will be able to give a comment on the whole situation surrounding pay for family carers. You know, I hope someone questions that actually, because not convinced that writing to ministers is going to be enough.
Awesome. Well, you have a good rest of your night, Mike, and you know, feel free to tune into the stream if you want. We're live on Twitch and on YouTube.
Thanks a lot, JD. I appreciate it, man. We'll talk tomorrow.
Appreciate it, Mike. Cheers.
Cheers. Give my love to Heather too.
Oh, she can hear you.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Alright, cheers, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
So, yeah, Mike agreed with the resilience discussion.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think there needs to be more support around, you know, in working income for people on the dole. You have the job start and you have the job seeker support. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that somebody should be getting the money that those two bring with it, but it brings resources of actually helping you find a job. It brings support of helping you find a job. And I think that's one thing when you have the support from work and income, if you have a disability.
Get ready for this because I've got a very strong opinion about jobs as well.
I don't think that you have that, but I also disagree with our workplaces' attitudes and their values on hiring individuals that live with a disability. They just see a disability, not the person. And especially in our day and age where a lot of our work can be done from home, so it's not about energy levels, it's not about health. A lot of work can be done on the computer, and also certain careers, yes, some of them are physical, but you do need the admin side of things, you do need the financial. There's always opportunities for workplaces to even if it was that work and income could support someone with an internship and support someone stronger with actually learning skills in a new workplace. Because yes, you have the job support where they'll be paying half your wages for a year, but then it's very easy for a workplace to say, oh no, you got a disability, see you later.
Oh, I've seen it happen multiple times.
I've seen it happen multiple times too.
That happened to, Kendall. She was a part of that program.
Happened to a friend of mine a couple of times.
They got to go on it more than once. What's that about?
She changed regions.
Hey, tricky, eh?
So what happened is she was on it, and then she basically couldn't continue with work because her health declined so badly, and she thought that was the end of her road.
What was her health condition? We don't have to dox her, but what was the health condition?
She suffered from hepatitis B, which she contracted after a car accident. And that...
Oh, so her blood mixed with somebody else?
Yeah. So...
Awkward, bro.
So she went through all my stages, and then she also had cancer. But,
wow.
Handful. A lot of fatigue, a lot of, issues with having hepatitis B. And then, her health declined so badly that she had to then move to an area that was closer to her family, and then she was able to look into getting more work because she was like, I can actually get off the couch now. I can't be on the couch for the rest of my life.
But see, this is the part of the problem that I have.
And then, but then the workplace said, oh no, we can't fund you anymore. Sorry, see you later. They didn't even say sorry. They just said, see you later. And we just need more internships, more support for individuals to actually, she was an older woman, but for the younger individuals to gain those skills so they're more at an even level playing field of the hiring game.
What you said around, oh, I can't work, I'm too sick. It's sort of like, yes, I'm grateful that we have a system that allows people that are going through a hard time to have financial support. But wait, let me finish. This
Sorry.
is really important because you're gonna interrupt my thought. How many people play on the kindness of our system?
Yes.
That's what
Too
I'm
many.
worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Did I need to be on a benefit from the age of 16 to 27? No frickin' way. No frickin' way. But myself and my family took advantage of that possibility because it was available. That's it.
I guess one thing you could say is, though, through that time, you're always trying to better yourself, looking for work, going to tech, whatnot. And the example I gave you, she was in her 50s and...
she was in her 50s. Okay, then.
And she didn't have the knowledge of the technology, and her role was actually... I've just forgotten her role. She was like the front lady at a school, so she was like the PA doing.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's not
office administrator.
Office administrator. So that wasn't something she could really do at home, and she didn't have the skills for it, which was really she was really frustrated. I remember talking to her. She was really frustrated that she couldn't do it at home from the couch. So I think that's why it's so important to get people when they're young in those jobs, internships, learning that even if they are having, their wage funded by a benefit initially, please, but we need to even the playing field.
So we've got another Twitch partner in the chat.
Hey!
Big hello to Drank. I don't know Drank.
Hey, Drink, please let us know about yourself. We're all about conversations, positivity, and learning about people. So, if you want to ask us anything, we'd love to know about you.
Congratulations on your partnership. Would love to know a bit about your backstory with that, because I mean that's the ultimate goal for anybody in Twitch to get to that point. Zone. Welcome to the chat. We can see you. Thank you for coming along tonight.
Hi, Zone.
Appreciate
How you doing?
it very much. We had a couple of partners come and say hi. One even donated last night, but when I asked the question, they sort of came and blasted the room and left.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, partners can do whatever they want. They've worked hard. So. But I'd love to know Drank's story. He's not online right now. Maybe we should hit him with that follow. What do you reckon?
We just love learning about people, and that's a big thing that I guess one thing Twitch has allowed us to do is through our work, it's very serious, and we don't really get to talk with individuals and have some hard conversations, have some truth. It's very much focused conversations, so this is a really nice way to actually have conversations with our friends stateside and get to know people. I say friends, they've become friends because
they have,
because of Twitch. Learn about diverse cultures and difference, and actually have different communities and learn about different people, which we love. It's time away.
A lot of people use the word community almost like a cliche now, but we really do consider our followers part of the community. We're building up a Discord. It's not very big at the moment, being really practical, but we're really excited about the people that are along with us. So Drake says, I was adopted at the age of 12 by my aunt's boyfriend. I got into games because they locked me in my room and that's all they let me do. I started playing Sims and found and found my first love on there. Then I got into RuneScape, and then I started playing Angry Birds, and now I play Fortnite. So if I was to interpret that paragraph, I mean, drank as a partner because he played games out of necessity.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that he included the sentence, I found my first love on Sims.
Yeah.
Like, games was more than a hobby for him. It was like part of his reality. He met a girl on a video game.
That's cool.
I mean, that's so cool. And now, you know, if I may say, this is my opinion, it's paid off for Drank. Because he's now a partner. You know, he gets a regular check from Twitch.
That's cool.
That's absolutely incredible. Drank, thank you for being so authentic about your story.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that, bro.
That's cool.
That's so insane. I've never heard of a gaming background that raw before.
That's so cool. It is.
I mean, it's not cool.
It's raw, but it's great that you made it into something that is if you're enjoying it, of course.
Drank says we ended up breaking up though, but I just stuck to my craft of gaming. I still live with my aunt's boyfriend, but he is getting better with letting me leave the house because I'm older. If you don't mind me asking, Drank, how old are you at this point? Because, I mean, I sort of assume all partners are sort of in their late 20s, early 30s, but I think partners are getting younger and younger now because they're latching on to the opportunity that is Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, your brother
just turned 28. Cool.
Oh, your brother was funny last night, wasn't he?
Oh, funny like what?
He's just so addicted to Fortnite, and
it's bad for these kids that Fortnite. I mean, I don't play.
He's just turned 10, so just him and his friends are just addicted and staying up all night, getting bossy, telling people how to play, and
So Drank says just turned 28, didn't graduate high school, so I just game, but I just started going to the gym to keep up with my health. It feels really good to talk about this. Thank you guys. I mean, we try to create a space of, positivity, embracing diversity. Actually, as the two people sitting in front of you now, we ourselves carry quite a bit of diversity. So, I'm part of the disability community by way of cerebral palsy. I'm a wheelchair user. And did you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Drink. My name's Hannah. I'd actually love to know where you're based. If you didn't know, we're from New Zealand. And, I live with diversity, definitely. I have epilepsy, where I have seizures, several kind of seizures. And in a couple of months, it'll be 10 years since I became visually impaired. So I'm now legally blind, and I'm very grateful and thankful that I get to work with my boss Jade, and I love living, flatting, and working for Jade. So thank you.
It's a bit of an unusual setup. Like, I'll be the first to say it.
Hey. A lot of people say to me, you know, they whisper, how can a blind woman work for
A guy in a wheelchair.
a guy in a wheelchair? Now, I'm me and I can make it work, and there's a lot of technology that makes it happen, and I had a very protective family that were thinking, no, you're going to stay here forever, and why are you doing that? Why can't you be here? And I just basically said, no, not coming home, this is what I'm doing, and
I
that's
mean,
cool.
this might be TMI for the stream, and just put your hand up if it is, but your family are protective, and they're also very, very not. See, my family was super overprotective, and if I even looked at something like a beer can, that was like a no-go. Like, everybody else was drinking, partying, carrying on. My little sister, you know, she was going to hip-hop concerts, the whole thing. But if I even looked like I was thinking about doing something a little bit alternative, no.
You know what? I think the difference too was that my disability came along later in life, and you know, early along, my mum was always like, "Yeah, your friends. That's my friend, so that's your friend, and she's doing that. Oh, so you suddenly can't. You suddenly having seizure. Oh, well, you don't want to be different. Oh, you know, it's fine." But she just didn't know how to cope with it, and I think they made the wrong decisions. But they were also. Then when I got to the stage of actually wanting to work and wanting to study, it was almost like, oh, but you got to come home. Oh, no. Oh, you're doing that? Oh, but you got to come home and see us. Oh, please, come on.
Your family were used to you doing nothing at all, and I guess, like, you got to remember, whatever